A very good morning to all of you. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate all of you all, especially all the students who have taken this initiative to come here to actually be part of this wonderful initiative called TEP. Congratulate one and all. I'm immensely proud that you're all here. You represent about 10 best colleges in Telangana and 5 best colleges in Andhra Pradesh. And even among the pool that there is in all these colleges, I think you represent the best of those colleges. So wonderful, wonderful, and we are all proud of you and proud of the fact that you are part of this program as well. Well, as you all know, it's been a great day in Hyderabad today. Hyderabad is a city that's known for its wonderful climate, and 300 days in a year, I think Hyderabad can boast of this wonderful climate, which hardly any other city in this country or world can talk of. So, all the budding entrepreneurs, I request you all, I appeal to all of you. Besides weather, there are a lot of other things happening in Hyderabad as well. Besides weather, there are a lot of other very, very good things in Hyderabad. So, not only to those students from Telangana, but also to those students from Andhra Pradesh. Now, once you finish up this program, the Technology Entrepreneurship Program, I'm sure you're all going to start off your ventures, and I'm sure you'll not make the mistake of launching them elsewhere but in Hyderabad. So, I hope that all of you all, launch your initiatives and the next big thing that is likely to happen, next big Facebook or Snapdeal or Redbus or whatever it is that you're launching. I hope it happens from Hyderabad. And along with the TEP program, I'm also happy to let you know that we, as part of the government of Telangana, are trying to create an ideal investment climate for businesses globally, and we are actually formulating an excellent policy for the IT industry and other industries as well. This August, last week of August, in fact, 30th and 31st, we are also celebrating India's largest startup festival right here in Hyderabad in partnership with ISB, IIT, HICIA, TIE, and Telangana IIC. Art and entrepreneurship as the themes, and we are expecting 1,500 plus entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs, filmmakers, musicians, fashion designers, photographers, and other creative professionals from across the country. So I appeal to all of you all also to participate, also to get involved in this program, which is being hosted by the Indian School of Business in this very campus. And we are also celebrating, while we are also celebrating the art and entrepreneurship at August Festival, more importantly, this is actually a lead up, a precursor to what we are also calling, what we're also in the process of building actually, called T-Hub. In fact, we are planning to build the country's biggest technology/business incubator with the help and collaboration of IIT as a technology mentor, and with ISB as the business mentor, and with Nalsar also participating as the legal/IP mentor. And this August Startup Fest that we are looking at right now is a precursor, is a curtain raiser, and to this big event that we would be having by the end of this year. The first phase of this incubator called the T-Hub will be launched by the end of the year, and we are looking at a facility, we've narrowed down to a facility on the IIT Hyderabad campus with about 80,000 square foot of space. We're going to launch it there, and in fact, we have a specific request for Mithil Saab as well. I'll talk to him offline on this. But we're trying to work closely with Government of India, and Government of Telangana will be promoting it, and we are hoping to have more than 1,000 people to begin with at the first phase of T-Hub, and eventually we want to move out to a bigger space in about 2 years' time from now, which would be about 300,000 square foot, which would have about 3,000 plus people working and about 1,000 plus companies being incubated. So it's a great initiative, and it's in fact probably the biggest incubator in the entire country, and probably the biggest and most ambitious initiative by any government in the country today. With regards to our IT ecosystem here, about 65% of the growth comes from the existing players today, and the remaining 35%, which is very significant in this competitive world, comes from the new entities. So therefore, we would like to give a thrust to both areas. We want every investor in Hyderabad to feel warm and cozy, and at the same time, we also want to create an environment where entrepreneurship is fostered with all the right inputs. Well, as soon as I in fact assumed office, this was about 50 days ago, Started asking a lot of questions, and in fact, I think the very second day, I dropped into my good friend Ajit's office, and we barged in without much of an approval, really. I think we just merely called, and Ajit was kind enough to let us in. So we merely barged in and bombarded him with a lot of questions, a lot of inputs. That's where we actually started building on this whole concept called T-Hub. In fact, the other thing we are working on, because a lot of people have told us in the past that Hyderabad actually lacks readily employable graduates, meaning industry-ready graduates who are ready to be competitive globally right at the time of graduation. The one reason that I can think of, obviously, for this is the fact that the course curriculum is designed in such a way that it focuses excessively on theory and very little bit on practical knowledge, or very little bit on the apprenticeship program that is typically taken up. So therefore, we've launched another initiative also called TASK, T-A-S-K, the Telangana Academy of Skill and Knowledge. And what we're planning here is, we are trying to build a consortium of the industry, and we are also trying to build a consortium of the academia, all the professional colleges and the management colleges that this great city of Hyderabad boasts of. What we're essentially trying to do is now, with the new Companies Act 2013, clause 135, which is stipulated, which is mandated corporate social responsibility on the industry. Now we are trying to bring in that corporate social responsibility angle into skill building, and skill building is something that the government of India is also focused on. In fact, the Prime Minister is giving it a lot of importance. He's talking about a skill mission across the country, and a huge amount of funds have been allocated for that as well. So we're trying to dovetail our program into that, and this whole concept of task is that we will ensure that each and every industry player will, as part of their corporate social responsibility, reach out to the graduates or to-be graduates, ensure that they actually are completely industry ready by the time they graduate. There could be a tie-up with both the National Skill Development Center and the National Digital Literacy Mission as well. We want to imbibe as many ingredients as possible and create a system which ensures that every single graduate by the time of graduation is industry ready, in both senses, not in the sense of just being a job seeker, but also in the sense of being a job creator by virtue of a program such as this, an entrepreneurship program. So these are the two important things I've been working on. And the other thing that I would obviously want to reflect on here is the fact that we have somebody as eminent as Mr. H.K. Mittal here. We're privileged to have him here because, as we all know, he's a member of Secretary of National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Board. And his mission, obviously, is to convert job seekers into job generators through science and technology interventions. And that is exactly what we are out to do as well through TASK as well as T-Hub. In my 2 months of tenure as an IT minister, I must have received about 1,000 resumes from a lot of graduates who've just walked into my office, given me a resume and said, why don't you go get me a job? See, eventually what we all have to realize is that's not what government is here for. We are here to facilitate an environment. We're here to create an environment which is conducive for both job seekers and also for entrepreneurs.